very fast-paced SaaS vendor. So we have tens of thousands of customers around the world, but and a huge amount of data flowing through our organization. So the better we are at linking, aggregating, and pinpointing pockets of data that need focus, the better we are as a company. In the last 2 to 3 years, we've had an evolution internally of how we've linked the data, cut across different organizations and different teams, and then utilize that in our decision making. It's less opinion and more fact, which has fundamentally shifted some of our preconceived notions of what we do as a company. It's been a journey. We started from trying to build connections between data through SQL queries. Loading the data scheme is trying to connect the fields. That took about a year. Then we stepped through, okay, how do we begin to try to harness this? We have tens of thousands, millions of data points connecting through about countries, reservations, behavior, etc. We just began to harness that and put a reporting layer on top of it. Then we realized that we had outstripped that, and now we're landing in a world where we have a proper data mart, we've got a robust BI system running on the top of it, and now we're really beginning to harness it and running predictive models that tell people in the business what they should do and when. So it's interesting, so data science as a theme is the most critical thing, just to relay what we talked about through before. Now, to have data science, you have to have connected data. Now it's really interesting for a company that has grown so quickly and so fast, you move from one fire to the next, and you're moving with your growth curve. Now when you do that, if you forget to connect your data along the way, you look back a few years later and you want to analyze your business through data science, and it's hard, you can't. So to really enable data analytics and data science, you have to connect your data. Once you've got that house in a good place through processes and data hygiene and the data flowing in and out, then you really can leverage what data science can bring to you. We've got a whole data science team that takes statistical models and overlays it on data, and people that had preconceived notions of what things were, it gets kind of blown out of the water, because in a very short period of time, you take those opinions and you amplify it through data, and you can see that's what that means. Or it disproves things you thought you knew. So it's really fundamentally changed some of the product decisions we make, some of the markets we go after, where we allocate teams in our cycle. So when you use them the right way with connected data, it can be huge. I'd like to think that we're going to be given another 6 to 12 months that we'll be our products are already ahead of the market. It's internally leveraging the vast amounts of data we have to analytically and business intelligence be ahead of all of our competitors, which frankly I think we're even if not ahead already, but now we're going to put daylight between us. I think the big difference is that we leverage that for the customer. The customer experience would change based on what we know about who they are, where they are, and what they're doing in the product, and surfacing the things to help them when we're not there, when they want to log into the tool and before they call us, before they email. That information pops up, which is specifically curated just for them in the situation they're in. And we're better informed when we have those interactions with the customer. Not scary. Now, once you get over that theoretical brick wall that many of us have when we do something we've never done before, it's do something like a POC. You don't have to spend inordinate amounts of money to prove that it can work. If you find someone in the industry who you trust, that understands your space, that can help you build out a POC, because then you have to prove to your business, if we do, as opposed to doing it this way, we're now going to do it this way based on this data. Let's do a POC to prove it. That's your first step on the journey to having data science informing your decisions as a company.